Hi again, it's Marian Herbertson, of course, and today I want to come to you with something that's been playing on my mind for a little while. And, it could possibly be the one thing that's actually holding you back from progressing as quickly as you may want to. Okay, and this whole thing was inspired by, well, a conversation I had with a gentleman in one of the chat rooms that I kind of observe and react in, etc. And basically, it was this, right? There's a lot going on. I don't know if you'll know, I'm a business coach for something called iPass 2, which is about to launch very, very shortly. So there's an absolute lot going on there. A lot of information to assimilate, a lot of updates coming out and that kind of thing. So there are a lot of questions being asked, and some of them are really good questions. You can tell that these people have gone off, they've watched the update, they've then come back and they're asking for little clarifications. However, I noticed there was this one gentleman that was just sort of asking for all the information. So, how much does this cost? What is that going to do? What about that? Da, 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 so on and so forth. Now, truthfully, yes, all of us have questions that we want to clarify. But when you hear somebody asking basic questions over and over again, you kind of wonder what that person has been absorbing. So I was very helpful, right? So I sort of, very gently explained to this person that really learning was his responsibility, right? And we left it at that. And he was very good-natured about it too, so there wasn't anything to complain about. However, he then contacted me and said, Marian, you said to me that I should go off and watch the update videos. Are you serious? Do you really think that I should scroll through all that information there and learn that for myself? Won't it actually be a lot easier for me to just ask the question and have others feedback to me? Now, obviously, I explained no, it wouldn't, right? Just as I'm going to explain why now. But I tell you, if I had to depend on that method of learning what I had to do, then I just would not progress, right? Learning is each individual's responsibility. At the end of the day, I sometimes wonder whether we get ourselves a little bit confused because of all the programs around, that say, do nothing, join now, you'll be a millionaire tomorrow kind of thing. And I wonder if we some of us sometimes get our mindset kind of confused with that. At the end of the day, this is a business. Okay, that's the only legitimate way to make money online, to be able to provide something of value in return. So this is a proper business. Now, with any business, you only get out of it what you put into it. Okay, and if you don't know how to, if you don't know the grassroots, if you don't know the basics of your business, you will never get on. Right. And then if you don't actually plow more energy into learning all the important things that you need to know about your business, it's only when you do that that you really start to progress. Now, so it is of utter importance that you take the responsibility for gathering that information yourself. Because at the end of the day, if I'm asked the question, so how much does the tripwire cost? Right? And I say, oh, $7. So you know now that the tripwire costs $7, but you have no clue what the tripwire is or what it's supposed to do. Do you? So that's the reason why you've got to look at these things, absorb all the information yourself so that you're able to disseminate it, tuck it all away in your head, and use it for your future benefit. Okay, now that brings me on to another point. In my team, I have people who genuinely take the trouble to learn for themselves. I absolutely love it. This is something I've cultivated right from the word go. The responsibility aspect. That if you want to make it big, take the responsibility on yourself. Okay, so all of them, will delve in, will learn, etc. But again, there was the confusion of so much information. How do you actually remember everything, remember where to find things, etc.? So I shared this with my team a while ago, and I'll share it with you now, and hopefully it'll help you too. Okay? Yes, it's good to tuck everything away in your memory and try and absorb it. Now, when I'm watching a video on learning something, I don't kind of just go over it once. I don't just leave it playing there and then sort of just listen to it. Okay, it was Justin Varengia who said something which absolutely made me laugh, but it's also stuck in my mind. And Justin said, don't just understand things, overstand them. All right. So what he's meaning is, get to the point where you can actually teach what you just learned. Okay. So with me, for example, I will pause the video, I will rewind, I will go back through it again. Okay. And I'll keep doing that till I really understand what's going on. So maybe an hour-long study video might take me 3 hours. Okay, to get all the way through it. But I'll do it. Why? Because it's worth it. All right. Now, that's okay. I understand it, right? Then not then, while I'm going through the video, what I also do is I take notes. Okay, I take copious amounts of notes. Now, let me show you what I've got here. Now here, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I have these notepads, right? I have several of these notepads. So that one, as you can see, is iPass. So, there we go. Okay, so any information I learn on iPass goes into that notepad. Then I've got one here that is, can you see that? Internet traffic formula. Oh, you can tell I don't know my directions. So internet traffic formula, okay? Let me just show you this, right? It's just filled with notes. Filled with notes where, I've taken down right from day dot, capture mastery, traffic mastery, I've got it all down there. Okay, pages and pages and pages of it. I keep losing the camera, don't I? There you go, right? Now, so let me pop that down there. So everything I do, I take notes on. Now, if I'm not sort of, if it's just something general, then I have a general book here into which I take notes as well. Okay, and you'll see here, lots and lots of things that I just kind of scribble down as I'm listening to webinars and all that kind of thing. Okay, that's the Swan Family webinar I went on. Got tons of information from there. So you can see here, Ray Higdon and Mike Hobbs training, that was this Saturday. Okay, so much value, so much value. Now, what I then do, because of course, I've written it down in those things, etc. But what I then do is, number one, I make a note of where I've seen that. So for example, if it's a module in the 15K formula, right, which teaches you how to reach a $15 a month income level, if it's from there, I will actually cross-reference it. So it's this video, it's the one where Aaron Rashkin teaches about, email marketing and how to interact with your audience in that way. It was an absolutely mind-blowing training. So it's things like that I'll cross-reference everything. Okay, and then what I do, hopefully you see this, I put it into, getting swamped by the file here, I put it into a big folder like this, and it's all sort of tabbed, right? And I've got tabs which say things like keywords, blogs, search engine optimization, email marketing, mindset, key phrases, solo ads, so on and so forth. Okay, so when I finish taking notes in these pads, okay, what I then do is I take the pages out of there and I'll file them under the respective tab in this folder. And this must be the second or third folder. Okay, I file them under there. What I then do is every now and again I'll stop and I'll rejuggle my folders so that, all my SEO notes are together, all my blogging notes are together, etc. So if I'm going to do something like, let's say, Facebook PPC, okay, I'm now gearing up big time because I know iPass is going to launch soon and my marketing, I want that to kick in big time. So while I'll be taking advantage of the automated traffic in iPass, I also want to be doing my own paid marketing. Okay, because I mainly focus on paid marketing because to me it's that much more effective and efficient. Okay, so before I do any paid marketing, before I do the Facebook PPC that I want to be doing, I'll make sure I go back to my folder, I'll open up the notes on that, the Internet Traffic Formula notes on Facebook PPC, also a training that I know Mike Hobbs did some time ago. He laid it all out so simply, and also Justin Berengia, etc. So I've accumulated all of that. I will then go through all of that before I start my Facebook marketing. Okay, simply because I want to gather again all the information, all the tips and techniques that are going to help me succeed and succeed fast. Okay, so I have a very methodical approach to my learning, and I encourage my team to do exactly the same. And I hope that that's sort of giving you an idea as well of how to control all this information, how to gather all this information, and how to be able to readily access it so you can put it to use in your business. I hope that's helped you. If it has, comment below and let me know. All right, thank you. Take care. Bye now.